Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my Quantum Break hard difficulty walkthrough. This is Act 5, Part 3, final... Is it Final Moments, I think it's called? And once again we're coming full circle, coming back to an area we've been to, only now it's a slightly different time and for different reasons. Further adding to this notion of the time travel mechanic of the game, which I really enjoyed. The only thing left to do in the game is to follow Will, listen to some exposition, and then land in a very nasty trap, which then leads to the final encounter of the game, which is against Paul Serene and a squad of strikers. The boss fight is not really a boss fight because all Paul will do is attack you with a single high damaging cannon that can hit you through walls, and it puts you to one bullet away from death. I don't think it can kill you unless it's direct impact, and I've never been hit with it. The problem is, he sets you up to be killed by the stragglers, so you have to stay safe for the full duration or you'll get into trouble. And credit to the game, it is not a three-phase fight. There is no 3 repetitions to win. There's only 2, which I think is a great way of ending a game, because you're so used to doing things 3 times and winning a la fucking Bowser. So I love that. And what will happen is, you kill the first wave of dudes while Paul's shooting at you, and then Paul's going to do this massive AoE Wrath of God bullshit. Get out of the way of it. Once he's done, he'll be weak. Shoot him with anything you want. You don't have to do DPS, it's just tap him with a bullet, next phase of the fight. Then he's going to send a bunch of waves of guys at you while shooting you still, and then once you kill the guys, he's going to teleport doing the same time Wrath of God, but he does it multiple times. And the way to dodge it is to be in the opposite area of where it is. And when he teleports between to do it, the camera will pivot your character to show where he's going to be. The only problem with this is you can run towards it if you're holding a direction, because it moves your character physically. So you have to fight where it's pointing you to and go the opposite way. Do that 3 or 4 times, shoot him again, and you've beat the game. But when we get to the end of this corridor, this is the trickiest spawn into an active battlefield in the game. So immediately go into the time sprint and dash all the way over here. I use the explosion on those guys, and then I drop a couple of shields. I get caught on the geometry there, and I go over to this room. This corridor is the safest place to be in this entire room. The only 2 avenues where you can be attacked is at the northern side and at this opening I'm using now. The only threat is when Paul shoots you through cover and hits you in this room and damages you, and any dudes are either in front of me here or behind me here to finish me off. That is the only threat you're going to face in this moment. Everything else is controlling the engagement, understanding positioning, and killing things effectively. It's pretty simple, guys, it really is for a last boss encounter, but be under no illusion, you can die here, and I have died. And the spawn and the checkpoint is before we initiate the actual boss fight, but this is still the ambush. So kill the strike team, and once you get the slow motion kill, it means you're done. So there's just this guy here. We're gonna time bomb him. It missed! Shit. Maybe I didn't charge it enough. He's dead, so that's the end of that encounter. Here is your checkpoint, and this is the final checkpoint of the game. And just a warning too, guys, the load time for this checkpoint can be astronomical, so no pressure. But don't worry, it's very manageable. It will trigger once you go back to Will and unfreeze him, and you're going to have to make another dash back to the corner where I was just in. I recommend memorizing where the backpacks are for ammunition. There's one on both sides of the room. And here is the boss fight. So I'm going to be aggressive at the beginning, and I'm going to kill this striker, which I didn't kill him. I'm going to try and kill him, so I put bullets in 2 of them, and I'm going to move towards the other entrance to the room while aggressively attacking these enemies, because they're so cowardly at times you can do serious damage to them without being attacked, which makes no sense to me. But there's a shield just in case. Here's me getting in cover, and you're going to hear Paul rev up his gun, his time power laser, and you'll see a radius of red. If you're in the radius of red, you'll be affected by it. If you're not, it doesn't hurt you. And it doesn't linger, there's no tricky bullshit box of doom, it's just an initial impact, so get away from the initial impact and you'll be fine. But now it's time to isolate enemies and pick them off, and dodge the laser when it's charging. And you can generally tell when you start going red to move. There it was, see what I mean? But it hit me then. And this guy's really close, so this is quite dangerous. But we've already regenerated, so we're safe again. A shotgun might be a good idea here for weapons for when they get close. I get hit again by it. I put up the shield to regen, and I'm regenning. So it's pretty simple. There's a guy trying to finish us off. He's now dead. There's his buddy. He hid pretty well. There's a guy to his left. I heard him. There he's there. This guy's about to get focused and shot. And he's dead. The second phase... Oh, here he goes. This is the end of the first phase. So he's doing the time ability. Run to the opposite side of this room. And wait for it to stop. When it stops, you want to run back towards where he is. And Paul is standing up on the area where we messed with the switches. So you see him up there? See what I mean? One bullet did it. You don't have to put tons of bullets into him. And now it's going to be the second spawn. So the first thing I try and do here is I'm going to try and spawn kill people over there as they run into this hall. But it doesn't work because I was in a bad position. But I think you can get a lot of kills if you do that right. The only threat now, once again, is getting double tapped by the boss and then an enemy, or by the heavy that's about to turn up. Because there will be a heavy stalking forward, but his AI is so stupid, you should be able to deal with him before he's had a chance to do anything to you. Additionally, I recommend picking up that triple vector shot, the tactical SMG, because it does really good damage. The one bad thing about the advanced SMG is in all its accuracy, it really doesn't hurt enough, so you're not doing as much damage as you feel like you could be doing, so the triple one will kill these people faster. But there's no rush here, guys. There's no time limit. It's just a case of surviving and thinning the herd. If you can do that, you can win. Just dodge the boss, because he will get you killed. And when you get aggressive, try not to be too aggressive outside of this corridor. When you go out of this corridor, it's very easy for the boss to hit you and then the enemies to shoot you. Like right now is incredibly dangerous just because of how injured I get from the boss. But there's just a couple of cowardly enemies doing what they do best, being bitches. We're being the biggest bitch because we're in this super safe colon of love. This corridor of warmth. There's the boss. Ooh, somebody shot me from behind. Oh, it was just the boss and his massive range. So there's the heavy. Why is he standing still? I don't know. But he's now dead, and he achieved nothing, so it's really sad to see, but hopefully you'll get a similar pattern where the boss just decides to be completely pacifist and just not do anything. Or the heavy, sorry, not the boss. There is another striker. He's dead. There's a grenade. Get the hell out of it. Here comes another striker. He misses his melee for some reason. That was unfortunate. And then he takes a bullet to the cranium. And then there's this guy left, and this guy might be the last guy, so watch out for the boss, don't get greedy. Pick up the SMG if you need to, and then come and shit on this scrub wherever he's gone. The little tiny dude. There's the boss. Oh no, he's dead! He died somehow. And now the boss is doing his multiple AoE. So there's the first one. The second one usually will be where you are afterwards, so we'll teleport closer to us, and he'll do it again. So there he is now. There was the camera pivoting to show us where it's coming from. Sprint the other way. You don't have to time dodge it. You've got more than enough time. But if you're too close, get the hell away from it. It is an instant kill. If you're anywhere close in that bubble, you immediately fall over like somebody's cut your strings. It's ridiculous. Here comes the next one, the opposite side. Wait for it to explode. And when you hear the scream, that scream, it means you can go and shoot him once and you've beat the game. But there you go, guys. That was Quantum Break. The only thing left to do is to use the countermeasure to fix time. So follow Will down here to the bottom of the machine, and there's going to be a transition to the credits where I've removed the song because there's a copyrighted song on the credit, and there's going to be the achievements popping for the difficulty doubters, which you shouldn't exist, people, but you do because you blame your own weaknesses on other people, and I find it strange when you can just play better, be patient, try harder. But there was the first one. The second one is Time Cop, or Time Lord. Time Bandit, there's that one. Complete the game on casual. So this was indeed casual, guys. I'm just a massive compulsive liar. It's not on hard at all. Oh, or is it? Time Lord. Beat the game on hard difficulty. So there you go, guys. I edited that one in to fully accomplish the lie of this difficulty on my walkthrough. Oh, wait a second. And another one. Time Cop for beating it on normal. So which difficulty was it on, I wonder? But there you go, guys. All the achievements stack. If you beat hard, you'll get all the earlier ones. That is the end of Quantum Break. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, you take care now.